What a season, what an episode. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 13 has officially wrapped up, and I have several thoughts to share with you. On that note, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another recap for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills for this week's season 13 season finale. Before we get into it, make sure to support the channel, subscribe, like, and comment, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss out on any other content from me. Let's get into the actual recap and my actual thoughts overall about this season. I will very quickly sum up what happened in this episode. I will not be sitting here for half an hour going scene by scene, especially with an uneventful episode or season in general like this one. So we open up the episode with Sutton and her daughter going jewelry shopping. They pick out a couple of pieces. Sutton gets very emotional about being, an independent woman, having some anxiety about her ex-husband moving to London. But, Sutton gets that good $300K check every single month, so I think she'll be good. And side note, did you guys have in mind what Sutton's daughter looked like? Because when I tell you Miss Porter Strack is a beautiful woman, she's definitely giving old money vibes. When I saw her on the screen, I was mesmerized. I really had forgotten how gorgeous Sutton's kids truly are. But anyways, then we move on to, I think, I'm not gonna go in chronological order, Dorit and PK speaking over FaceTime once again, talking about the white party that Kyle is hosting at this stadium where, Dorit would have wished for PK to come back from London to go attend with her. Now, you all know that Mr. PK doesn't really see it like that, and he's over there for work all the time, allegedly, and Dorit's a little bit, annoyed. And if you're asking me, this is the smartest move Dorit could have made, because she is low-key planting this "is our marriage going to survive" seed into our heads, keeping us intrigued at, watching her either stick with her husband or get a divorce and get a divorced Dorit storyline going for season 14. So you heard it here first. Dorit may actually very well file for divorce to keep her spot. I don't see a spark between the two of them at all. I do think she deserves a little better than PK. And I will actually be getting into that at the end of this video when I discuss my overall thoughts about this season and my theories for, the upcoming storylines. Then we move on to Kyle planning the whole white party that she does every single year. And mind you, one thing that you are always going to have to give Miss Kyle Richards is that she knows how to give us Beverly Hills luxury vibes, on top of the world, diamonds, glitz, bouginess, everything of the above. Because, honey, they spent about $400,000 for this event. So she goes out there to the stadium with Erica because she asked Erica to perform on stage for this event to kind of, soft launch her coming back to the stage and for the residency, I guess, Kyle and Erica really are the closest of them all for this season. Dorit has been found shaking in the corner. I'm just playing. And we also see a very familiar face. We see the party planner that Lisa Vanderpump always uses for VPR, that she used for Beverly Hills many, many times. And Kyle, of course, cannot seem to let go of Miss Lisa Vanderpump and says, he's used to throwing these fabulous and grand parties for people that think the party is all about themselves. Girl, that stale ass shade after, many, many years where Lisa has been gone from the show is uneventful like this season. But anyways, they talk all their details out. This party is going to be grand, whatnot, and so on and so forth. And then we have all the ladies actually getting ready for the party. And we see Denise Richards come with her husband, Aaron. She's like, Aaron, come on, let's go over there. Erica's lip syncing. She's being the messiest of mess. We see Camille Grammer, Cynthia Bailey, where I'm always happy to see Cynthia. Jeff Lewis, we see him get read by Kyle for the, Ozempic, the lesbian Ozempic comments. Then we also see Faye Resnick, all of these, very famous Beverly Hills socialite faces. We attend the event. It's very pretty. It's very grand. And we also see Mauricio coming in. He's stunned by the cheerleaders, almost falls and trips over himself. He barely notices that Kyle's there. Production goes up to him and actually has to notify him, girl, your wife is walking in. And he's like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to be needing to eat a little faster. And I was like, child, a hot mess. But Kyle comes in looking very, very pretty and fabulous. I actually thought, and I always give some shit to Garcelle's stylist, if you want to call it that, but Garcelle's outfit was the best of the night, hand in hand with Crystal's. I thought their two outfits were stunning. Dorit also had a really nice outfit on, but I just wanted to give flowers where flowers are due. And actually, the one outfit that really did shook me because it was so out there and glitz and glam was actually Cynthia's. I really liked Cynthia's dress. I would have loved for her to put on different shoes, but maybe she had switched onto flats when she was, actually enjoying herself and dancing when they all stopped taking pictures. But anyways, that was pretty much it for the first 25 minutes of this episode. Not a lot has really happened. And then we get into this very edited, dramatic bit of we all knew that it was coming, where production actually picked the cameras back up. The portion of Kyle and Mauricio's, was it US Weekly? I guess the article, no, it was the article from People, where People announced that the both of them would be separating. So Crystal's husband, Rob, had me in tears because he was like, do you want to know some tea? Do you want to know who I think actually planted this story? It was probably Morgan Wade. I was like, not Rob cementing the diamond for his wife, Crystal. I was on the floor. You had Garcelle and Sutton FaceTiming and discussing everything, the changes, the tattoos, the non-drinking, the workout, the, sudden urgent need to take control of Kyle's life, which is her very best friend. Let's not get it wrong. And then you see Dorit and PK once again on the phone discussing the fact that Kyle hadn't really made any obvious signs and kind of did not even tell her that their situation would lead up to this point. But I'm not really surprised because Dorit and Kyle are not that close anymore. And we actually see Dorit and Kyle kind of eating at each other in the upcoming reunion. And I'm really actually glad that Dorit is kind of sticking up for herself and actually letting her know, Miss Girl, you minimized our whole friendship to one singular trip. But I will be getting into that later on in this video. We then see Kyle discuss her emotions from the article that everything, the day that it dropped, kind of felt weird with the family. They were out, and when they went back to the car, nobody really knew what to say. It was silent, I guess. Were you silenced or were you silent? Definitely gave that. She's very teary-eyed. And to not really beat around the bush, they sit with their daughters in their office or living room or sitting area or whatever, one of their rooms in their home, and basically tell them that, you know, they've had a tough year, but nothing's going to really change. They're still going to try to coexist under one roof. I mean, truly, the house is big enough. He's probably going to have the left wing. She's going to have the right wing. They're going to be kind of buddy-buddy on this one. And he's allowed to date. She's allowed to date. There'll still be a family regardless of what is going to happen. And if that step fails, they are going to look to, you know, further continue on this journey, whether it's divorce or whatever. I'm paraphrasing, but that is pretty much what Kyle let her daughters know. And then a very emotional scene, Portia started crying. Portia obviously is the youngest daughter of Kyle, so I do understand that it's a very emotional matter for her. It kind of felt a little bit too personal for the cameras to be all up in their, you know, space. But, you know, I guess we've had Kyle press into people for 13 years. Why shouldn't she actually, for once, that's a bit mean, but really show us what's going on in her personal life? But I felt really sorry for the kids, obviously for the youngest the most, because it must hit like a brick of stones. And yeah, Mauricio and Kyle, before they went actually out there with their daughters in the sitting area, Mauricio was like, well, I'm actually glad it's you out there having an affair on the internet and not me. And Kyle quickly ate him up with the, yeah, for once it's me, not you. And his face looked cracked, girl. And that smirk on Kyle. You know, the reason why I thought this episode was kind of underwhelming, not gonna lie, was because we didn't really come to find out any new details. Everything that was said in this episode, we've already known. Everything that was done and, you know, shown, we've already seen. So what really was this huge build-up of, the Kyle and Mauricio stuff in the season 13 trailer, I just do not understand. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the season 13 finale. Then everybody had their credits going on. The half of them I already forgot. Go ahead and watch the episode back, or if you haven't, go on your streaming service and take a look. But let's actually get into my overall rating for season 13 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So I give this season a very generous 6 point out of 10. No, not a 6 point. Actually, a 6 out of 10. I was about to say 6.5, but let's be real and let's be honest. You can also see the duration of my recaps pretty much tell you my thoughts, because when I'm very intrigued, I give you a good 20, 25, 30, 35, even 40 minute recap. For some of these episodes, I gave you, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15, 20 minutes. So I give this season a 6 out of 10. I thought this season was okay. I liked the comedic relief. I liked that their personal stories, the family storylines, the comeback storyline for Erica, the bickering, it was cute, but nothing truly was there. I guess the MVP of this season would be, I'm leaning more towards Kyle, Erica, and Sutton. The three of them had the most going on, I would say. And the rest kind of just... I mean, Kyle had this whole thing with her marriage going down for season 13. Erica had her redemption arc. Sutton has just been, the wealthy woman that she is, with her dating struggles and her anxiety, which is fine, I guess. Then you've had Garcelle with parenting her kids differently. And, the award show and the production of the movie, Black Girl Gone Missing, I think, or Black Girl Missing. Then you have Dorit with slowly but surely planting the seed of, y'all, I may leave this man out here in these streets and go find me a husband that actually values me. You've had, not Sutton, you've had Crystal. Once again, and I get upset over this year after year, Crystal has the money, the beauty, the wealth, the personality, but she gets the most shit edit out of every single one of them on the show. We haven't really seen much of Crystal. And then you have Anna Marie. Anna Marie actually has been very likable these past couple of episodes, but the esophagus of it all, the eating disorder of it all, the bashing Crystal of it all was just, it fell flat for me. And I like that we saw Cynthia. I like that we saw Kim. I like that we saw Camille. And I also really like that we saw Denise kind of make an ass out of herself and actually giving us one of the top 2 most enjoyable moments of the season. And for a friend of, and to that, an unofficial friend of to the show, because Denise is not signed on for this season. She's not going to be appearing on the reunion. For an unofficial friend of to give us the most memorable moment of the season alongside Erica, of course, things are in the trash. If you look at it like that, things are in the gutter for an external character to bring the entertainment. But I digress. Maybe I'm being too hard because Beverly Hills is not one of my favorite franchises. I did stop recapping Miami because it was just getting too much on my schedule. I have a full-time job, then I have a part-time job, then I have YouTube, then I should be having somewhat of a social life, so bear with me. But Miami has had a much, much better season so far than Beverly Hills. I would actually go ahead and give Miami a good 8.5 out of 10 for this season. And I'll be definitely recapping the reunion and the overall season for Miami, just not the singular episodes. But anyways, let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this season. It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't really too good. I really hope to see some cast changes for next season. I really hope that we also get maybe 2 new newbies and 1 or 2 older faces coming back and give us the best of both worlds, like the Real Housewives of Atlanta is probably going to be doing for season 16. And yeah, as I've already said, let me know what you guys thought about this season finale in the comments down below. Like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you do not miss out on any other videos from moi. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Thanks so much for watching.